Coming up in the main event on Saturday night at UFC Fight Night 193, it's a light heavyweight bout between former UFC light heavyweight championship title challenger Thiago Santos and the up-and-coming Johnny Walker. Let's break it down. Johnny Walker is 29 years old. He's 6'6", with an 82-inch reach and a record of 18-5, with 15 knockouts and 2 submissions. From Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Walker took up mixed martial arts in his teens before turning pro on December 14, 2013, with a first-round knockout. He went 10-3 in his native Brazil, with all of his wins and losses coming by stoppage before taking up an offer from a Scottish businessman to move to the UK to train. He scored 3 more knockouts in England before earning a spot on Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series, where he scored an impressive unanimous decision over Henrique da Silva to earn a spot on the UFC roster. In his first fight under contract, he dominated Khalil Roundtree, manhandling up against the cage and then knocking him out cold with a brutal right elbow. 3 months later, he took on Justin Ledet, knocking him out just 15 seconds into the fight with a wild spinning back fist, followed by ground and pound to earn his first performance of the night bonus. In a fast turnaround, the following month, he replaced Ovince St against Misha Cirkunov, knocking him out with a devastating flying knee, followed by ground and pound, before accidentally dislocating his shoulder while attempting to do the worm in celebration. After a 9-month layoff to recover, he returned against Corey Anderson. However, he was quickly overwhelmed, getting dropped by an overhand right-left combination and then scrambling to his feet, where he was stunned by a hard right cross, prompting the referee to stop the fight. 5 months later, he took on the always dangerous Nikita Krylov, but despite a few moments of success, he was dominated by the Ukrainian superior grappling, dropping a unanimous decision in his second straight loss. After recovering from COVID-19, Walker faced a highly regarded Spann, and after getting dropped heavily twice in the first round, Walker was able to land a series of elbows as Spann shot in for a takedown, forcing the referee to call a halt to the action. A long and rangy striker, Walker possesses knockout power in either hand and is extremely dangerous and unpredictable, throwing elbows, knees, and punches from a wide variety of angles. Thiago Santos is 37 years old. He's 6'2", with a 76-inch reach and a record of 21-9 with 15 knockouts. From Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Santos was born into abject poverty, taking up capoeira and Muay Thai to defend himself as he lived in the most dangerous section of the city. After serving as a paratrooper in the Brazilian army, he made his MMA debut October 10, 2010, with a unanimous decision. He quickly went 8-1 with 6 stoppages, including a first-round knockout of Vicente Luque before making his UFC debut, losing to Cesar Ferreira via first-round guillotine choke. After losing by decision to Uriah Hall, he went on a 5-fight winning streak with brutal knockouts over Steve Bossy and Nate Marquardt before dropping 2 in a row, a first-round knockout loss to Gegard Mousasi and a first-round submission to Eric Spicely. He bounced back 5 months later, scoring a spectacular spinning wheel kick knockout of Jack Marshman, and followed that up with vicious knockouts over top contenders Gerald Meerschaert, Jack Hermanson, and the always dangerous Anthony Smith. After suffering a first-round knockout to David Branch, he went on another 4-fight tear with a decision over Kevin Holland, followed by a doctor stoppage of Eric Anders and a brutal left hook knockout of Jimmy Manoa. In February of 2019, he headlined UFC Fight Night, engaging in a highly tactical and exciting fight with Jan Blachowicz before catching the future light heavyweight champion with a left hook as he rushed in and finished him off with ground and pound. On July 6, 2019, he got his first shot at the title, taking on future Hall of Famer John Bones Jones in an exciting back-and-forth fight, and despite losing by split decision, he became the first fighter to win a judge scorecard against Jones. Following the fight, he underwent double knee surgery as he had sustained a torn ACL, PCL, and meniscus, as well as a cracked tibia. After recovering from a bout of COVID-19, he took on #1 contender Glover Teixeira in another action-packed brawl, and despite almost finishing Teixeira a couple of times, he eventually lost via rear naked choke. 6 months later, he continued his losing streak when he dropped a unanimous decision to Alexander Rakic in a fairly lackluster and cautious fight. A well-rounded and technically proficient striker, Santos has an exceptionally high ring IQ and possesses explosive power in his kicks and punches. Will the devastating power and unpredictability of Walker bring him victory as he continues his ascent up the rankings? Or will Moretta's skill and experience against the best in the world bring him one step closer to a rematch with Blachowicz for another shot at light heavyweight gold? Tune in Saturday night and let's find out.